Hi students, welcome to Social Science YouTube channel. Dear students, I'm introducing chapter-wise MCQ questions. Okay, so what you have to do, take out a paper and a pencil or a pen. So when the questions comes on the screen, so you can guess and write down the answers. And later you can compare your answers with the correct answers. So today I'm introducing the first chapter of the social science, 10th standard, Advent of Europeans to India. The first question is, the monopoly of Asian merchandise was under the control of the A. Arab merchants, B. Italian merchants, C. Indian merchants, D. European merchants. Dear students, can you guess? The right answer is yes, the right answer is Arab merchants. So all of you know that Arab merchants controlled over Asian merchandise, whereas Italian merchants controlled over European merchandise. The second question is, Constantinople was considered as the gate of European trade because the options are A. It was the capital of Byzantine Empire. B. Italian had monopoly on the trade. C. It was a land route for trade with Eastern countries. The D. It was captured by Turks. Dear students, can you guess the answer? Yes, the correct answer is it was a land route for the trade with Eastern countries. So as you people know that Ottoman Turks captured Constantinople and imposed heavy taxes on the goods passes through this Constantinople. So therefore, Europeans find trading through this route is not much profitable. Therefore, they decided to discover new sea route to India. And even the present name of this Constantinople is Istanbul. The question number 3. A new sea route to India was discovered by, the options are A. Bartholomew Dias, B. Vasco da Gama, C. Sir Thomas Roe, so D. Captain William Hawkins. Can you guess the right answer? Yes, the right answer is Vasco da Gama. So Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese navigator, discovered new sea route to India in the year 1498 CE. Before this Vasco da Gama, Bartholomew Dias actually tried to discover new sea route to India, but he could not. He could reach only the southern tip of Africa called Cape of Good Hope. Later, the same route was followed by Vasco da Gama, and the Vasco da Gama was successful to discover new sea route to India. Next question is, the first to re-establish trade between India and the Europe was, the options are A. English, B. Dutch, C. French, D. Portuguese. The correct answer is, yes, the correct answer is the Portuguese. So in the previous slide, I told you that Vasco da Gama discovered new sea route to India. Vasco da Gama was belonged to the Portugal. The people of Portugal are called as a Portuguese. So these Portuguese first to re-establish trade between India and the Europe. The next question is, Francisco de Almeida implemented blue water policy in order to establish the A, supremacy over the sea, B, Portuguese empire in the eastern countries, C, trade contact with the other European countries, so D, trade contact with the Arabs. The correct answer is yes, supremacy over the sea. As Francisco Almeida wanted to establish supremacy over the sea route instead of the land route. Therefore, he introduced blue water policy in India. So this policy helped him to control over Arabian Sea for European trade. The next question is, the real founder of Portuguese Empire in India was A, Vasco da Gama, B, Francisco Almeida, C, Alfonso de Albuquerque, D, Bartolomeo Diaz. Which is the correct answer? Yes, you are right. The correct answer is Alfonso de Albuquerque. So as people learned in this chapter, Francisco de Albuquerque captured Goa from the Sultan of Bijapur. He not only captured Goa from the Sultan of Bijapur, even he made it as the capital of Portuguese in India. So till the end, till the 1961, Goa remained as the Portuguese capital in India. The next question is, the link between James I and the Jahangir was established by. The options are A, Sir Thomas Roe, B, Charles II, C, William Hawkins, so D, Robert Clive. Yes, dear students, you are correct. The answer is A, Sir Thomas Roe. Sir Thomas Roe visited to the court of Jahangir as an ambassador of James I. Initially, British took the permission only for warehouses, but East India Company wanted permission to establish factories in India. For that cause, they sent Sir Thomas Roe to the court of Jahangir. So finally, Jahangir gave permissions to Sir Thomas Roe, and the British established their companies or their factories in India. The next question is, Dutch limited themselves to spice-rich islands due to. The options are A, competitions from French and the English, competitions from the French and the Portuguese, lack of resources from their homeland, favorable policies in southeastern islands. The correct answer is yes, the competitions from French and the English. So this Dutch could not face the competitions from French and English because the French and English were very powerful, and even Dutch had close friendship with the English. They did not like to continue clashes or enmity with these English. So therefore they decided to concentrate on spice-rich islands. So because of this, they left India. They concentrated on Southeast Asian islands. The next question is, the British established a strong fort called St. George Fort at. The options are A, Madras, B, Kolkata, C, Mumbai, it's D, Delhi. Students, can you guess the answer? Yes, Your answer is correct. A. Madras. British established two major forts in India. One is St. George Fort at Madras, and another one was Fort William at Kolkata. These were the two major forts of British in India. The next question is the similarities between Law Boudinais and the Bussy was. The options are A. They fought Battle of Wandiwash for the French and English respectively. They were defeated by Sir Eyrecourt. They assisted Dupleix to capture Madras. They were the French commanders in different places. Students, can you guess? Yes, it is correct. The answer is B. They were French commanders in different places. La Boudinais was the French commander in Mauritius, and the Bussy was in Hyderabad. So as you people know that La Boudinais captured Madras for Dupleix in the first Carnatic War. You know that what happened later. The Bussy was in Hyderabad. He was coming to assist Kamdi Lali to capture Wandiwash, but he was defeated by Sir Eyrecourt. The next question is, the English capital in India was A. Goa, B. Calcutta, C. Pondicherry, D. Mumbai. Yes, the correct answer is B. Calcutta. So Goa was the capital of Portuguese. Calcutta was the capital of English, whereas Pondicherry was the capital of French in India. The next question is, the treaty signed to end the first Carnatic War was A. Paris, B. Pondicherry, C. Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, it's D. Madras. Can you guess the answer? Yes, the correct answer is Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. So rest of the treaties, Paris, third Carnatic War, whereas Pondicherry, second Carnatic War. Aix-la-Chapelle is the first Carnatic War, whereas Madras, first Anglo-Mysore War, that you will learn in the next chapters. The next question is, the treaty signed to end Carnatic War was A. Paris, B. Pondicherry, C. Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, and it's D. Madras. So the correct answer is B. Pondicherry. So in previous slide, I told you about all these treaties. The next question is, the treaty signed to end the third Carnatic War was A. Paris, B. Pondicherry, C. Aix-la-Chapelle, it's D. Madras. The correct answer is Paris. The Battle of Wandiwash was fought between, the options are A. Robert Clive and Siraj-ud-Dawla, B. Hector Munro and Mir Qasim, C. Sir Eyrecourt and Bussy, and the D. Mir Jafar and Hector Munro. Students, can you guess the correct answer? Yes, it's answer C. Sir Eyrecourt and Bussy. The Battle of Plassey was fought between A. Robert Clive and Siraj-ud-Dawla, B. Hector Munro and Mir Qasim, C. Sir Erkut and Bussy. D. Mir Jafar and Hector Munro. So yes, students, the correct answer is A. Robert Clive and Sirajud-Dowlah. The Battle of Buxar was fought between A. Robert Clive and Sirajud-Dowlah, B. Hector Munro and Mir Qasim, C. Sir Erkut and Bussy, and the D. Mir Jafar and Hector Munro. It's very easy to guess this, the students, because Robert Clive and Sirajud-Dowlah fought, yes, the Battle of Plassey. Whereas Sir Erkut and Bussy fought Battle of, yes, Vandivash. The remaining two is Hector Munro and Mir Qasim, Mir Jafar and Hector Munro. So as you people know that Mir Jafar was a Bengal Nawab. He was made by the British only. So obviously it's a B, Hector Munro and Mir Qasim. It was fought between Hector Munro and Mir Qasim. Actually, Mir Qasim had an alliance with Shuja'ud-Dowlah of Awadh and Shah Alam II of Mughal Empire. So all three together fought against Hector Munro in the year 1764. In this Battle of Buxar, so alliance of Mir Qasim lost the war. Question number 18. Shah Alam II gave Diwani rights to the British as the options are: made friendship with the English, lost the Battle of Plassey, C. assisted Mir Jafar against the British, and D. lost the Battle of Buxar. Yes, students, the correct answer is D. He lost the Battle of Buxar. When he lost the Battle of Buxar, he was forced to give Diwani rights to the British. Next, the Dastakats issued to the British by A. Jahangir, B. Shah Alam II, C. Farrukh Shah, and D. Sirajud-Dowlah. The correct answer is C. Farrukh Shah. If you see all these kings, Jahangir gave permission for factories. Shah Alam II gave Diwani rights to British. Farrukh Shah gave Dastakats to British. Dastakats means the license are passed for tax-free trade in Bengal. When these Dastakats were misused, so this has led to the Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar between the British and Nawab of Bengal. So the last question is, dual government was introduced by A. James II, B. Sir Thomas Roe, C. Hector Munro, D. Robert Clive. Guess? Yes, the correct answer is Robert Clive. Robert Clive introduced dual government in Bengal. Dual means two governments. It consists of two governments. One was revenue government and another one was overall administration. British retained revenue government, whereas overall administrations was given to Nawab of Bengal. So thank you, students. For more videos, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.